Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. How's everybody doing on this Friday? My hair is looking real crazy, like static clean or something. Anyway, what's up, y'all? It's Friday. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the end of the week for some of you all who work a Monday through Friday work week. You made it. Congratulations. My name is Pinique Singleton from connectwithpinique.com. Welcome to this morning's episode of If You Woke Up, You're Winning. I thank y'all for joining me this morning. I'm not going to be before you long. I know on Fridays, typically people are excited anyway, right? They're like, it's Friday, they're ready for the weekend, and maybe, you're thinking, I don't need any motivation on Friday. But a lot of people that I know that are, especially people that are in business and they're working a business part-time, they always say, oh, the weekend I'm going to have more time, right? Because I don't have to go to my job for 8 hours. So I'm going to get a lot done over the weekend. But what happens is over the weekend, I notice a lot of people don't really get things done because they end up saying like, oh, I'm tired, I'm just going to chill, I'm just going to relax, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't relax, you shouldn't get any rest. Obviously sleep is important, rest is important. But a lot of times, even though you're physically tired, it's not that you're too tired to work, it's that you lack the motivation, right? A lot of times, people say I'm gonna do all these things on the weekend because I have more time, and you do have more time because you don't have to spend 8 hours at the job. But the thing is, you lack the motivation, but see, on the weekends you still gotta work. Like for me, sometimes I'm tired on the weekends, but I'm more tired of being sick and tired, right? I'm sick and tired of having to go to this job every day and clock in and be on somebody else's time. So to me, I'm driven and motivated by my drive to want to get out of this situation. So even though I might be physically tired, Total Life Changes has some great products that I can use to get over that part. I take some NutriBurst, I take some NRG, and I'm ready, right? So this morning, I want to motivate you to do something this weekend. I want to motivate you to get out there and work this weekend. Don't just say, I'm tired, I'm just going to relax. If it's something that's important to you, if you have a dream you're working on, if you have a business that you're working on, if you're building a legacy, do something this weekend. And so that brings me to my topic for today, which is limiting beliefs. Are you in your own way? That's the question I want to ask you. Are you limiting yourself? Because a lot of times, people say that they can't do something because of these limiting beliefs, these limiting thoughts. Thoughts like, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it. That's only for those type of people. I'm not that type of person. No one in my family ever did that. No one in my family went to college, so I'm not going to go to college. Or people say, no one in my family ever made six figures, so that's just not for me. No one in my family is a millionaire, so that's not for me. These are all limiting beliefs, though, and they're not real. They're just things that you believe. They're limits that you place on your own life. And so many people, the majority of the people that are not successful, it's not because they lack the resources. It's not because they don't have the knowledge. It's not because they don't know the right people. It's because they're in their own way and they're limiting their own beliefs. They're not allowing themselves to go further. They're not allowing themselves to elevate to the next level because they're telling themselves that they can't. It's like a glass ceiling, right? Or it's like an invisible fence. Like there's really no barrier there. Those invisible fences that people get for the dogs, where if they run out the yard, it kind of shocks them so they go back. That's what a lot of people are doing. There's really nothing there, but they go back because they're scared, right? A lot of people, and this is a real thing, right? A lot of people say, oh, nobody would be scared to be successful. Nobody would be scared to earn money. But anytime you're doing something that's different than what you've done, it is scary because it's different. Fear of the unknown is a real thing. Even though it's probably a better thing, it's still scary because it's something different and it's not in your comfort zone. You see, a lot of times, here's the thing about comfort zones, they're really not that comfortable, right? See, a lot of people have become comfortable with being mediocre. A lot of people have become comfortable with being average. A lot of people are comfortable where they are. Even though they're living paycheck to paycheck and it's a struggle, they're comfortable because they don't want to be uncomfortable by doing something different. Does that make sense? So you shouldn't be comfortable in lack. You shouldn't be comfortable in mediocrity. You've got to get out of that, and basically you just have to get out of your own way. I know it's different. I know you've never done it before, but if you want to have something different, you got to do something different, right? So basically, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Like I said, you have the time, you have the resources, you know, you have what it takes. You just have to do it. You got to step into that greatness. You got to try something new. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I was listening to a gentleman that was, you know, he was teaching on something, and he was telling this story. And you guys have probably heard this story before, so I'm gonna just tell it really quickly. So there were two gentlemen, and they were fishing. And one of the guys, every time he caught a big fish, he would throw it back, but he kept all the little ones. So finally, the other guy was like, "Dude, why do you keep throwing the big fish back? You know, you caught them. You know, we want the big ones." And he's like, "Oh man, you know, I only have an 8-inch frying pan. So if the fish is bigger than 8 inches, I just, you know, I can't cook it." So that's what I want you guys to get that. You know, my question is, are you throwing back the big fish because you only have an 8-inch frying pan, right? Because he could go out and get a bigger frying pan, right? Or if he can't get a bigger frying pan, if he don't have the money, he can cut the fish in half. He can cook one half and cook the other half. He can be creative. So what I'm telling you is, if you feel like you don't have the resources, if you feel like you don't have the resources, get creative. Figure it out. Make it work until you do have the resources. Do some activities that can get you there. Are you limited in your beliefs? Are you throwing the big fish back because you feel like they're not for you? Are you throwing the big fish back because you feel like you don't deserve them? How many times have you been real close to an opportunity? How many times have you been given an opportunity and you threw it back because you thought it wasn't for you? You thought you couldn't handle it, right? So that's what I want y'all to think about today. And I want you guys to use that motivation to go out here this weekend. I want you to make a change. I want you to do something different. I want you to work on that business you said you were going to work on. Or if you are working on your business, I want you to call some extra people. When you get tired, I want you to go a little bit further and do a little bit more. All right? So hopefully that motivated you. Hopefully you got something from that message. A lot of us are so limited that we let small things keep us from big things, right? I saw this quote on Facebook, and it said, "Don't let $50,000 a year keep you from $50,000 a month." And basically what that means is, you know, don't let your current situation keep you from elevating higher, right? Yeah, you make $50,000 a year now, and that's okay, but there are people out here making $50,000 a month, but you're so comfortable where you are that you don't want to explore those other opportunities. So don't limit yourself, guys, because you have so much potential. I know you do. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to tell you this like I always do. Y'all need to get off of Facebook right now, and y'all need to get out there and be great on purpose, all right? So I know you can do it. I believe in you. So you just got to start believing in yourself. Stop limiting those beliefs, all right? So get out there and be great, and I will see you guys on Monday. Y'all have an awesome and amazing weekend. If you enjoyed this message, please like, comment, and share so other people can benefit from this information. All right. Thank you. Good morning, James. Good morning, Shanae. Brandon, I see you just jumped on here. Who else? We got Precious. Good morning. Leroy, thank you guys for watching. Anybody catching the replay, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have an awesome Friday.